How good's this? I finally got myself a mic. You guys have hounded me for ages about my audio. I bought a microphone and it was no better. It wasn't really much better. It's only a microphone that hooks up with the phone, with the camera. So it wasn't great. It was better than nothing, and it was getting rid of some echo, and it killed the wind noise, which was good when I'm outside. But I got this little wireless sucker, and it's way better. It's way better. As long as it's not dying on me. No, it's still there. We're still there. Clips on. It came with a broken clip, so it doesn't actually. I haven't got it clipped on, but sitting there is perfect. Just a quick shout out to MagicShine. So these guys sent me these lights along with MJ906S, and I already had the Montier 6000, so 6000 lumen, and I've got this sucker here, which is a 3000 lumen, and this is the RN3000. I've had them for a year. They gave them to me last winter. Now, full disclosure, they gave them to me. I didn't have to buy them. They reached out to me and said they wanted me to test them because of the review I did on the Montier 6000. So I said, yeah, all good. Made it abundantly clear to them. There's no special preference. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to butter them up. You'll get exactly what I think of them. So I did a couple of reviews after having them for a couple of months and a few trail rides and whatever. Now, since then, I've commuted. I commute probably 2, 3 times a week at night, maybe twice a week at night. Um, and this is probably 80%. I use this one 80%. So this is a 1,000 watt. This is the MagicShine Allty 1000, ALLTY 1000. And still killer, still as bright as ever. So you got a few different settings, obviously. Battery seems like it's the same as it was when it started. It hasn't died out. It hasn't like, oh, now I only get a 45 minutes or whatever. So the commute I usually do is there's two different commutes I do. So there's a half hour each way, and then there's one that's an hour each way. So an hour each way. Usually when I get home, if I've had it bright on the, so I'll go like low or mid on the way there, and then I go full bright on the way home. Just so I can max. It's usually pretty late when I'm coming home. I just want to maximize what I can see and whatnot. And it's usually running low, and I can get another half hour commute out of it, and before it goes red light and it's starting to die on me. So this thing's been killer. I love it. So it's my helmet light for if I'm trail riding. It goes on the top of my full face. Clips in with a GoPro mount, killer. I've done a full review of both of these. Um, it's wicked, but for trail rides, it's it's no good on its own, but it's killer on the helmet. It's perfect on the helmet. 1,000. I'd even go a 1,500 just to be, you know, a lot is good, a lot more is better. But I've been running this one on the bar, which I've been running both on the bar when I commute. Neither of them go on my helmet on when I'm commuting. They're both on the bar. But this one, the 3,000 watt, is obviously a fair bit brighter than the 1,000, 3,000 lumen, sorry, than the 1,000. And I don't know if this battery's not as good as what it was when it's at the start, but I still get the full. If I run this for the 50 or the hour commute, hour each way commute, it lasts the whole way there and the whole way back. Usually the whole way there, it's on double light, so you can have this. I don't know if you can see that. You can have it flashing. You can have it single light, other single light, double light, and then obviously the different dimmer settings. So low to mid when I'm going there, if there's traffic and whatnot, and when there's no traffic, I'll put it high. I don't ride on the main roads; I always backstreet it anyway. But if I'm going there, it's usually 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever. So there's still traffic on the road, and when I'm coming home, it's usually 10, 12, 1 in the morning. So um, full brightness, just so I can see where I'm, see exactly where I'm going, see what's on the road, whatever. These lights have been killer. These lights have been killer. So shout out MagicShine. Thank you for the lights. Um, I love them. Super convenient, super handy. Obviously, little mini USB charge kind of thing. Just straight plugs in. I've got a million cords for these things. They're pretty standard cord plug setup. I think it's like I don't know what it is. Maybe USB C or something. It's like that round. Yeah, it's like the round thing with the little thing in the middle, or not round, like a with round edges, like a rectangle with round edges. Um, but yeah, impressed. So it was funny because I got an MJ906S from them as well. That was the first light that I tested, um, and the first light that they gave me that I tested, and that one failed on. It was probably the first. It might have been the first ride if I can remember correctly. So that was a shame. I thought, oh, you know, bugger, this is a bit of a dud. Like I'd had the Montier forever, and then this one first ride out. So I got in contact with them. They sent me a new one out straight away. It was no worries. I don't know what it would be like being a customer off the street. I assume it's the same. But the one they gave me to replace it has been killer. I haven't used it very much, but I have used it a few times and it's been fine. So the MJ, the only thing I don't like about that is it's got very similar amount of power, amount of light to this, like shine, maybe a little bit more shine, but I don't. I think they're very close, pretty much the same. Um, that one might be a 3200 lumen. I'd have to double check it, but uh, it's got a battery pack with it, so you've got to strap the battery pack to your bike frame and whatnot. Uh, Bit of an inconvenience, but you know when you go on night riding, whatever, it doesn't matter too much. But for me, I still want it to be as minimal and as easy as possible. And for standard trail rides at night, if I'm not going too gnarly, these things are killer. These things are so good. If I'm going gnarly, high speed trails and getting a bit more rowdy, which you shouldn't be at night anyway, because it's way harder to extract someone off the side of a hill in the middle of the night, injuries and whatnot. Um, so generally, the night rides don't get too rowdy anyway. But I like to keep it convenient. So these are perfect. There's no strap-ons, there's no extras, there's no nothing, and the batteries have lasted so far. So yeah, thank you, Magic Shine. Shout out. I do appreciate you guys giving it to me. I know, at the start it was pretty clear what I wanted to do with them, with the lights and whatnot. And then over time, they started hassling me to advertise things and to push things. And I stamped them pretty well straight away. I said, nah, there's none of that. I've told you what I'm doing. It's all in writing. I don't want anything to do with the advertising and trying to get push products and whatever. So this is purely just a shout out. Thank you, and thank you for being amicable about it. As soon as I kind of barked back at them about that, they backed straight off. So I appreciate that. And just so you guys know, I don't fuck around. You know that. Uh, Killer lights, killer lights. So if you're into lights, Magic Shine, no worries. Warranty issues, I'm assuming they're killer, but I can't speak for it because I'm not a paying customer. I haven't bought it and then had to randomly ring someone and go, "Hey, I need blah blah blah." It was already it was a pre-organized. They gave me lights, so they may have treated me better. But apart from that, killer. I'm happy, and hopefully these things last me forever. If not, I'll definitely be buying another. Uh, Probably go the 1500 this time. I'd go if this one ever dies on me, the Allty 1000. I'd go an Allty 1500 because it's bugger all heavier and a good amount more brightness. So when you got a helmet light, when it's sitting on your helmet, you want as much brightness as you can because wherever you look is where that torch is pointing. So yeah, thank you, and yeah, stoked with the mic, stoked with having a mic because now you guys don't have to whinge about my audio and I don't have to watch it back going, oh, I'm such a bloody hack. So yeah, all good.